You can keep it sparse.
Are you gonna talk over this? I'm just.
Yeah.
Whatever you want, it's your show.
Facebook.
Go ahead, start playing.
Rolling.
We're rolling.
Welcome to this evening's show. Tonight, we have Daniel Crawford. Welcome to this evening's show. Tonight, we have Daniel Crawford. Welcome this evening's show. To this evening's show, we have Daniel Crawford. Welcome this evening's show. Welcome to this evening's show. It's a Theory Thursday. Daniel Crawford. Welcome.
Nailed it. Oh, keep going.
And again, welcome to tonight's show. Welcome, Daniel Crawford.
Hello, it's Thursday, and I think you all know what that means. Well, crap.
You have a whole intro. I don't know what to do.
there. Hello and good evening. I am your host, MikeRuggirello. Meet my super awesome, ambidextrous co-host, Jason Thomas.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe if you can. And also go to our YouTube channel. We need some love there, guys. I post a link every week. Please subscribe to that. Also, like to thank our sponsors, Singular Sound Beat Buddy, Mad Hatter Guitar Products, Kurt Mangan Strings, and Guitar Tune-Up San Diego.
That's right.
And I'd like to thank SWR Video Productions, Mr. Dave. Say hi to his cousin, or was that Uncle Fat? I don't know. Thing, right? Is that the thing?
Yeah.
Thing. Anyway, yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and back to you, Mike.
Thank you, Jason. So, guys, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching Theory Thursday. I have the luxury to bring you tonight the awesome, wonderful Daniel Crawford. Thanks for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
It's good to see you, man. It's been
You
a few
too.
weeks.
It has been a minute, huh?
That was a really cool jam we were doing. What was that? You know, when I aim to stop our jams, I'm used to Jeff. This is Jeff Bonham, by the way, our drummer. I'm used to him stopping with like, see how we got 4 beats right there, and he starts.
Yeah.
But watch what happens when I stop this. That was After Midnight by Eric Clapton in the Beat Buddy bundle. I guess when you double tap this particular drum beat, it just stops.
It stops it.
So,
I understand what that does now. It counts forward. It's making more sense to me.
Okay, yeah, it keeps the. Have you noticed that I'm MIDI time clock to my looper and the delay? Everything's the 127 BPM is everything's synced.
It's pretty fancy.
Yeah, it's a little fancy. I had to design a board that was built on contingency because you never know what we're going to do here, right?
It's true.
Daniel
I don't know what we're going to do here.
Exactly, that's what's part of the fun. So I would like to, just like Jason said, he mentioned our sponsors. I want to say hello to Samantha and Kurt and Ed Heisler and our new buddy Don from Guitar Tune-Up. You guys are great. Appreciate the love. Thank you so much for caring and sharing. I got a little distracted this evening and I have not done the sharing yet. So right now we are just idling on the Theory Thursday page and I think maybe Jason Lawrence's page. So guys out there, if you're digging us, please at the moment, share away, help us grow. We need the eyeballs. And besides, I told Mr. Crawford that he'll be thoroughly impressed with by the time we are done. Otherwise, I said he could slap me.
I'm going to try to share it right now.
Well, you should start to share right now.
Okay,
I'm going to share right now.
Anyway, guys, want to remind people.
Drink a beer and share.
do that.
While Mike's sharing, want to remind you that, I don't know if you know, but we are giving away a Beat Buddy. So you have to go at episode 23 to find out the word, and coming on, what is it, 27?
Yeah, it's the word of the day.
Word of the day. Find the word of the day when we do our episode 27.
Yeah,
correct?
with Anthony Lococo.
With Anthony Lococo. You're going to, it doesn't matter if you're the first or second, whoever says the word, we're going to put your name in a hat, and we're going to bring my daughter Dylan out, and she's going to draw a name on the 28th episode, so you got to watch that too, to see if you won.
This right here?
So,
Watch the video?
yeah, there's that.
Oh, it's
and
scroll down.
also,
To this one?
you guys got it?
No, I'm old and dumb, so.
So,
Anyway,
like this.
so yeah, we're really happy. We got a new sponsor last week, and we're running it this week, Guitar Tune-Up San Diego.
I think
Please, if you need repair on your guitar or just have it set up, take it down there.
No, it hasn't shared
They'll,
it in your personal.
They'll
doesn't
hook you up.
like me.
Mention Theory Thursday too,
God darn it.
as well.
Yeah, thank you for taking over, Jason. This is
Oh, I'm
a
not
little
doing a
bit.
good job. But anyway,
Yeah. I'm sorry. Continue.
No, go ahead.
Listen.
No.
Yeah. Well, I'm not done yet. I want to
Oh.
share and
So-
he's
so-
trying to share too.
We're trying to
you
do
guys
stuff over here, man.
I know, man. What's going on? That's what the beginning is for.
That's Don Hickey.
I was really distracted by how freaking good this guy smells.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I smell great, actually.
Like his-
I
you
just
know-
showered today.
What kind of hair products do you use, man?
It's a secret.
It's a
I don't
secret.
even know what I have right now.
Yeah.
I go to the
Secret's
same
expensive
guy.
stuff.
He convinces me to buy stuff every time from him.
Oh, yeah?
So
You a pomade guy, or you a?
this is just this is designed to make me look like I haven't showered
Oh, so
in a long time.
It's the
It's grease.
what is it called? The dirt look. Right?
Yeah,
Is
that's
that
what
the
it was.
Dirt, yeah, that's the
So
dirt look.
when
Yeah.
I don't sleep for 4 days,
Yeah.
my hair looks great.
That looks great.
Design that look like I didn't sleep before.
We always, we have to
I don't know how this
steer.
works. I mean, I think it's fine.
We'll do it after. It's fine.
I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, you can share later.
I'm not.
I mean,
Yeah.
you're.
Whatever. I'm behind the times.
I'm sure there's a few women or men out there that think you are the stuff.
So
Mostly men, I hope.
I will
feel
take.
free to search Daniel Crawford. He's on Facebook. He's on Instagram. What else?
That Twitter, I think I have one
Twitter?
of those things. It's
Yeah,
all at Awesome Daniel with no E.
you heard it. So, dude, look at this Gretsch. Great color. It looks
This is a
looks
cool
green,
guitar.
but shoreline gold. I don't know. I love it. It's you got the Bigsby. It sounds.
This is a cool
good.
guitar. It's Jackson Price's. I stole it from him.
Jackson Price. I was just talking about you earlier, bud. What's up, Jackson?
Took it out of his car today. To
That's
take
his
this.
guitar?
It's his guitar.
That's rad.
It's my SG has a crack neck, so here we are.
Really? It sounds good. Are
Yeah, I
you?
figured if it was going to be documented for life, it should be stay in tune for an hour.
That'd be good. Yeah.
That's the idea.
Yeah. It's always.
So, Daniel, before our next Fat Jam, I have a lot to, not too much to talk to you about, but I have some burning questions. I've been acquainted with you for some time.
Yeah.
We've shared the stage a few, and I am aware that you play guitar and you play bass, and you're also an engineer. So where I would like to start, first and foremost, obviously you are here because of your guitar abilities.
Right.
So when you play guitar, are you a songwriter? Are you a melody guy? Tell these fine people right here. Let's get to know Daniel a little bit more. Like, what's on a daily basis, like tomorrow or next week? What's going on in the guitar world for you?
Right. Well, I come from a background of classical music. That's what I studied. So I've sort of found my way into playing more contemporary or popular music by happenstance, I suppose. As far as a guitar player, I do a lot of recording with singer-songwriters and stuff like that. So I'm more so a part writer and a songwriter. I help co-write a lot in regards to their song without me, but also when it comes to writing a guitar part for a song. I think
So-
that's kind of what I like to do.
Those
the
are your
most.
strengths.
Yeah, I'm not like a metal shredder, you know.
Well, who is
I don't know,
actually?
dude.
You know.
You are. You shred. I've seen him do it.
Thanks, man.
I've
I
seen
know,
him do it a lot.
I've seen him do it.
I don't know how to
No.
really
I always
forget
generally,
about me.
Well, I mean, I generally try to serve a song.
It's your musician first and a guitar
I
player
suppose.
second.
I play a
And-
lot of different
yeah.
instruments based on just necessity.
I think that's rad.
I'm right there
When
with you, man.
Yeah, cool, right? When I hear someone like you say stuff like that, what goes through my mind is clearly, you know, when you hear a piece of music, whether we write it, whether you write it,
Right.
what do you think the song needs as opposed to what the song needs? Do you find a very big difference with that?
Sometimes, yeah. I mean, less is more usually, I think, you know. I usually try to find the two notes that'll really tie it together.
And are those generally always chord tones? Like if I'm gonna, you know, if I'm this hot girl, which I know I look really close to one.
Right.
And I'm gonna say,
Hi, Daniel. I got this I think it's a pretty song, but like, what can you do? I know you're my friend.
and I'm gonna go like this, right? And I'm gonna start singing about like my ex-boyfriend.
Well, you
right?
better start singing because I need a melody.
Oh, why did you?
Leave me. I can't believe I'm doing this right now.
It just
It's
got
more
creepy.
about. Well, clearly I'm
Well,
singing.
you gave me a
chord
melody
tones.
idea.
Okay.
So,
Good. That worked though, right? So what
it
would
did
you
work.
What would you do with this 1/6
Well-
key of A minor 1/6?
It's just a chord progression. Doesn't matter, right? But if you give a melody, which was... That says what your melody was, right?
That was verbatim. Okay, so
So-
now that you have that, what
You have
happens next?
So, you got your A minor, right?
I'm excited.
You can do a lot with it. So, do that. Sing a little, well...
Why you want to do this to me, Timmy?
Well,
Are we having having fun out there?
It's fun. I like this. I like this. You can do it whatever you want. What do you want to do to it?
Well, I was just
That's the question I always ask back then. What do you want?
Well, see, the situation was like, I'm a girl. I know who you are.
Right.
I met you. All I want is you to jam with me on this song.
Right.
So what's Daniel gonna do to that? So and then I
Right.
guess the other part of the question is that if there's an A minor or an F, someone like yourself, drop in the bucket. Are you gonna choose the 1, 3, and 5, like the 3 of the A minor and then the 5 of the F?
Right. So initially, I mean, I would take. You could. The first thing I would do is you can already play the F, right? You have your A minor, and then you can keep the A minor of the F.
Beautiful. Yeah. Right.
You already get that. They're already shared notes. I always look for what's shared. If I can find things that are shared, I think it's helpful.
Okay.
Right.
And it seems like you base a lot off that melody too when you hear a melody.
Right.
You did get the 4 in there.
Yeah.
So that the 4 is something that's
It gives you options.
it's not in our chord. Well, technically the D. Is there a D in A minor? No. Is there a D in F?
Nope, but
Nope.
F6 there is.
So that's what's kind of neat that's happening. Our melody has the 4 in it, and our chords, they don't have that. So
Right.
So again, this was a product of my melody had a non-chord tone.
You can go down a deep rabbit hole theory-wise, right?
Let's go down this rabbit hole. Actually, let's jam. This is clearly Daniel has been teaching guitar for over 20 years. So aside from him being out in the scene and touring, the guy gets to go back east and jam like as a lead guitar player with what are some of the friends back east that call you?
Oh, geez.
Just one or two. Because I want to keep segueing like into you're the guitar player, melody guy. You're also a mixer engineer.
Well, I produce and I make records. I do that a lot now. As a sideman, I've toured with a lot of different people.
So the person or the band back east, do you get to help with them? Well, I guess first announce what their name.
That's a different thing.
That's a different thing.
It's a different
so
thing.
do you get to help with the recording process of that situation?
The last tour, one of the last guys I was touring with, his name was Steve Grand. He was kind of a pop guy. We put a whole San Diego band together. He lived in Chicago. I ended up producing one track on his record where I was able to take one of his songs and actually get into the nitty gritty of, not just the engineering, but the production side, which is writing the parts, bringing the band together. That's...
You love doing that.
Well,
You're good at...
It's a puzzle, right? That's what I like to do the most, right?
Okay.
Is take a group and have them become cohesive, right?
Would you say everyone listens to you pretty well? I mean, that's besides the point, but...
I mean...
Well, if he's producing, he's calling the shots on that one. I mean, they're going to have to.
For the most part, yeah. I mean...
But the question is, do you listen to everyone else? Isn't that one too?
Yeah, unless I think they're wrong.
Unless they're wrong. Completely wrong.
I'll listen to everybody. Usually, a lot of times, if I have an idea, I'm kind of set on a path. But that's because I've spent a lot of time thinking about
Working it out.
where it's going to go. But, if a guitar player's come with an idea, you want to hear their idea and then be like, that's great. A lot of what I'll do is take someone's idea and just make it the best it can be.
That's...
Right, so here's my guitar part, right? Even this. Right. That's what you're doing. So you can be like, okay, well, when there's other things happening, does that whole thing, maybe it's just,
With some modulation, maybe?
maybe you add a different note in there.
Beautiful.
Depending.
That was good.
It's the F. Yeah, it's a nice chord.
Sus2?
Yeah, so add to.
Add to. Okay, so let's talk about this for a minute. It's an add to when there's no...
Well,
I know it's a sus2 when there's a 5.
okay, so
This is good.
it's subjective to me, right? Here's the best. Okay, the first example. Take a C add 9, right? That's everyone knows that chord. That's a pretty common guitar chord, right?
Yep.
My thought of what makes the 9th, which is a D, right, is that it's higher up. It's in the upper range of the chord voicing. It's up high. That would make it. That's more of a 9th. When it's also a 9th, you have the option of having the 7th in there, right?
Okay.
You can omit or add, but right, so, and that's another. That's a pretty standard C major 9 chord, right?
Okay.
Or C dominant 9,
Okay.
or D sharp.
Hendrix.
We talked about it
I
earlier.
know that was good.
But I think what makes it a 2 is when it's in the lower register. So,
Yes,
right?
makes sense.
The guitar, it doesn't work the best on guitar, I don't think, but
That sounds good.
it sounds nice. But that's a 2, not a 9th. Unless I'm dumb and I.
Now that's really beautiful.
That changes it though.
What
because
happened here? You
we
added a
the
7th. Okay. Great.
Now it becomes a 9th again.
Pay attention out there.
But-
This is Theory Thursday.
So when it's an add, you're adding a note in, right? You're
Okay.
only adding the 9th, right? As opposed to C major 9.
Okay.
But so what the difference of being a sus2? I don't usually use 2 as a sus. I don't consider 2 a sus. I know that people say sus2, but that means you're suspending the 1
That's
to
interesting.
my head.
See, that is you're the first person to say that, and interestingly enough, I feel like I know why you're saying that.
Right.
It's contextual at this point, but like, what if our D, and here's our D chord, ladies and
Okay.
gentlemen. You know, I teach lessons here
Right.
a few days a week,
Right.
and I think yesterday a student and I were talking about, we were doing some Guns N' Roses, and you know, the whole D sus2, D sus4.
See, I call that a D-add 2.
Okay.
Then, this is just from my education, which is more classical. There's sus2.
So would you say, real quick, is this the difference between music theory and guitar theory?
They're different, yeah.
They are
I think
different.
they're different. To me, they are.
Because your background through classical music,
Right.
that's going to be derived from music theory, where it's a lot more proper.
Yeah, it's way more proper.
Which is interesting,
Right.
because I have conversations with friends that played, you know, Phrygian dominant, which it's not called Phrygian dominant, it's Phrygian with a raised third. So again,
Yeah.
another.
Oh yeah, that whole rabbit hole.
But it's the same. I think it's the same place, though, Daniel.
But I just called it D2.
Fine, and I dig it.
Right.
I think he's going to influence me in this capacity right here, ladies and gentlemen. Continue.
So D2, right? It means you're just adding a 2 into the chord.
Okay.
So in D, it's an E, right? If it was a D9,
Then it's higher. It's a higher two.
it would be
Well-
higher. Guitar is it's a kind of weird instrument for this kind of stuff, right? On a piano, it's easy to revoice. On guitar, it's limited. So yeah, here, but I could go up to here, and it has a whole different purpose. So the sus, right? The suspension comes from, so this, right? Here's a good example. Okay.
Totally.
So we're suspending what? Here we have an A major chord, right?
Okay.
So the note's an A major, A,
Uh-huh.
C sharp,
A, C
E.
sharp, E. But then you
Okay.
had
So we're suspending what? We're suspending the third,
make it a
and we're
4.
suspending the E to the fifth. Over the fifth, we're suspending it to the sixth.
Okay.
This is called a
I'm with you.
6/4 suspension.
6. Yeah, that's what that's called.
It's technically a 6/4 suspension. I mean, you know, that's right. All that stuff, right? It's pretty, that's a 6/4.
You know, it's funny. We just call it D.
Right. Well, it technically is. This is where it gets, that's fun. Right. You can do a lot. It is also a D.
But if the A is still resonating, you're still using A as a reference, which makes the other culprits give it that other name.
Exactly. It could be a different thing, right? I mean, it could be a D in its second inversion, or it's an A sus.
Man crush alert!
A sus. 6/4 suspension, right?
It's good. It's real
My
good.
thing is that there's, theory is just a way that things are named so we can explain it, right? It's not the rules. It's the way that we explained what's happening. So it all could change. But as far as the sus2, that means you're suspending the first, right? So you'd be.
Wow, that's good.
If I read that, that's what I would assume.
Well, that's almost a slash chord too.
It is a slash chord.
Okay.
It gets crazy. I mean, I spent a lot of time thinking about all this stuff and analyzing things musically as opposed to just guitar based, and just how things all work. Guitar is a weird instrument just because, the way it's laid out. Right? I mean, I suggest playing as many, especially piano. I think everyone should play piano. It's really visual. but guitar overlaps. You know,
unison notes too.
it overlaps here, right? Which means that these notes right here are happening here, and then these are so it's a weird instrument the way I think it lays out, which enables us to cover kind of a larger ground with one hand, as opposed to piano where it would be two hands doing things.
Do you play piano
I
often?
can.
Do you have a
Enough.
piano at home?
Enough, yeah.
Do you do gigs with a piano?
Sometimes, yeah.
Okay.
I do. I can. I'm capable of it. I wouldn't consider myself a very good piano player, but I can. If
You
I'm in
can
this,
get the job done.
if I'm in the studio, I'll play a lot of keyboards. But I'm not like a shredder. You know, I don't consider myself a very good keyboard player. But I have done a lot of gigs on it. But yeah, I mean the suspensions and the adds, right? These are the kind of conversations you could get drunk with your friends late at night. This is my chord. You're like, well, it could be this, it could be that.
Do you agree? Here's what I want to say. I mean, if it were you, me, and someone else having these kinds of conversations, like you're saying, do you feel like, fine, you call it D, I'm going to call it an A sus6?
6/4.
6/4. Like,
It was also 5/3,
and then
right?
does the conversation just change and we talk about Van Halen now, or do you tend to laugh at them? Maybe?
No.
I mean, not laugh at them, but
I don't have these conversations with people.
I know it is
It's
a
just
very
kind of-
select crowd.
Yeah. No, I mean, if you're
It's
going to give me
interesting.
something and write something a certain way, I should be able to understand what you're trying to say.
Sure.
I think that's what it is. I mean, my notes from my charts they say all sorts of stupid stuff, you know, but I can write a certain thing, but not a lot of people are going to understand exactly what I'm writing. I try to keep to a universal language. It's more the other way when someone gives me something. When they write D, C2, I mean, I have options how I can play it. So the more specific you are how you want it,
Do they say be less jazzy?
well, that's a thing, right? If you write, you know, I mean, you look at jazz
I
charts,
love
right?
that chord,
That's
though.
a great chord. C major 9, right?
So this is going to be the part of the guitar lesson hour. Grab your guitars. Daniel Crawford's going to.
God.
We're going to do a guitar lesson. I also got King of Pain.
Let's get
King of Pain. What does that sound
let's
like?
get to some of the music.
It's kind of a cool beat. Yeah. So
I'm gonna get. It's a pretty John Mayer chord. I don't know if we want to go down that rabbit hole.
That's like
but
I wanna run.
you know, honestly,
it's a really good first record.
Yeah, that song.
Oh, was that Vultures?
No, it's that's a.
That's another good
Oh,
jam.
here you go. That's
I actually like that
straight
song.
off of John.
Yeah,
it's a great
that's
song.
a great song. When that came out, I was like,
I don't know exactly what he does, but that's how he starts the song with the E major 9.
E major
Welcome
9.
to the real, what you said to me. That's an old song.
They're good voicings, though. It's good. I don't
Well, it's
care.
great.
I mean,
Well,
he's a
say
good
what you
player.
want about John Mayer. The dude can play guitar.
I agree.
He really can play. I don't. Well, if you want to do a theory segment,
I think we did.
well,
I want.
finish
This
it.
is your
Let's
show,
finish
Daniel.
it.
You can teach me a shred lick, man.
I think my shred lick.
No, dude.
I will
teach
only
whatever you want.
regurgitate the ones that people have taught me. You know, I think.
We'll do a lick thing after this.
Yeah, we can
chord
do lick
thing.
things. Well,
You want to lick something right now?
Lick things. Like I think I have some
It's more about
licorice.
it's more about what you're thinking about rather than what you're playing.
Yeah.
I think, right? So the theory, it should be in your head, not just on a guitar. It's just an instrument, right? It's just a guitar.
Sure.
So, you know, if I play this,
Okay.
it's just a shape, right? You can learn all these shapes. You can learn them all the way up. We've all spent a lot of time learning those things, right? But you know, I look at the people that I've learned from and where they've taken their absorption of it into their head, and you're like, dude, like you're beyond. The guitar doesn't matter. You're hearing in your head what you're thinking about, right? So yeah, you can play C major 9. Well, what are the notes of C major 9?
Well, you got the C, you got the E, and then you also got the B, and
Right.
then the 9's going to be the D.
Right. Okay. So here, this is what I'll give
And
you.
my cheat sheet's right there. No, I'm just
Really?
I'm just kidding.
Whiteboard.
That's the one thing I learned early on. I don't remember who I learned it from, I needed a fast way to navigate through doing what you just did, right? I needed to know all the notes. I
Okay,
need to know
yeah.
the ninth chord is
What did you do?
So, it's silly. I swear someone told me, but I did it a long time ago. So, do evens in numbers. What are evens, right?
2, 4, 6, 8.
Easy, right?
That's awesome.
Do it in odds.
1, 3, 5,
1, 3,
7.
5, 7, 9.
9.
So do it with the alphabet.
A, C, E, F. F.
It's harder. No, A, C, E, G, B, D, F, A.
Oh, wow.
So what I did is I just, well, you can go 2, 4, 6, 8. Mm-hmm. You can go 1, 3, 5, 7.
That's
can you
good.
spell?
I like that.
Can you spell triad, which is 3, right? Mm-hmm. You've already probably explained that it's all skips on the show, right?
Sure.
So A, C, E.
Okay.
You know, G, B, D. Mm-hmm. F, A, C. So I just practiced it, right? And eventually, because you're going up 5 notes, A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
Okay.
And that's a lot of people, not saying you're doing, but in their head, you're doing it. But if you have a way to navigate it quickly, it's incredibly helpful.
It actually, I figured it out for myself as well.
Right.
I didn't do what you did, but it was similar.
Right.
I did, I think, more of the layman's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, A, B, C, D, E, and then I took like the triads, and I started teaching myself the skip. Actually, I guess inherently I did teach myself the skip method.
So what I did, I took, just because really the basic chords triads, right? A, C, E.
Okay.
I'd go through the alphabet. A, C, E, B, D, F, right? C, E, G.
That's fucking
And
great.
just do that. But what
I'm
happens
going to
is,
do that from now on.
from now on, do that. Practice your A, B. But what it does is when you get up to the higher chords, right? Especially when you're doing like adding ninths and stuff.
Okay.
So how do you get to a ninth? You can just go C, G, B, D.
I'm sorry.
That's just,
I think the next letter. So if
so-
I think C, I think 9D.
right.
I'm
Well,
already.
that's easy. You have your tricks.
Okay.
But if you need to get, say it's an E flat major 9, right?
Okay.
So what are the notes in that?
Fuck. E
That's-
flat. You got A.
G.
And
Oh,
G.
you're adding your ninth as a second. But it would be an F, right?
Yes. I'm just fuck.
Whatever. So, but I'm just saying is you start, it's a tool to learn quickly.
It's wonderful. That's good. That's
Because what you do is you go all the way through the chords. C, E, G, B. There's your 7th. D. There's your 9th. Right? F.
okay.
There's your 13th.
I certainly
sorry,
see. I see the extrapolation there. It's great.
11th. 13th. Sorry.
But you're triggering that because of your skip method.
Right, because it's fast. But if I'm on any note of any scale, at any time, I know the notes of it. It becomes, you don't have to think about it anymore. You just know if like, okay, D, or C. You get those were the wrong notes that I said, by the way. But you
It
get
passes.
So look at, okay, this is where it becomes applicable. So you're playing C and F, right? Or sorry, A minor and F.
Okay. Would
that's
you
what
would you
we're
like?
doing.
You want to turn this into a jam or no?
Yeah, we should.
In a second.
Okay.
And we'll get there. 1 second. Let me finish the thought.
Please,
if I
please
can.
finish. I'm just
We have
excited.
ACE, right?
Okay. ACE.
So what are
ACE.
now? What's the fifth?
The fifth of A. E.
So E, EGB. You have that on top.
Okay.
So play A minor.
Wow.
You just play that arpeggio above it, and you're already getting the color notes.
That's
F,
great.
you have FAC. Start from C. CEG. So if you play the top parts of it, you get some cool colors.
So you did the A minor, and
Trying
then you
rush
went
through this
to
so I can jam. All I did was I'm just taking A minor, and I have E. I'm using E and E triad. Yeah.
That's really cool.
You already get instant vibe, right?
Yes.
You can even play an A minor chord. I'm playing an E minor, you're playing an A minor. Technically, it's an A minor, what? A, C, E, G, B, D, F.
So yeah, you're getting in.
You're getting you're getting the up
The
to
13,
11th.
the 11th.
Right?
This chord goes to 11.
No, you're not. You're just getting the 9th.
Oh, just the.
Just the 9th. Sorry.
Okay.
You're just getting the 9th in there. But you get. Let's say you go to F, and you play a C major over the F.
God, that's good.
It's the same notes.
I should start a band with you.
Play that. So we'll jam over those 2 chords.
Yeah.
I can literally play E minor the whole time. Right? An instant starting point, and then you can play around with whatever in your position.
So, are these the kinds of melodic ideas that you do, whether on your own music as opposed to helping someone else's song?
Sometimes.
Okay.
But it's a starting point, right?
Certainly. I mean,
You get-
I would call that a little bit more sophisticated, more on the emotional side of things.
Right. I think you just start to get ideas based off. You get something that's not the same as both of us playing.
Yeah.
You know, so
I
what are you-
hate that.
What are you going to do as a second person? A lot of times I come as a second. I mean, what do you want me to do? You're already doing it. So.
Well, but see, it's it's interesting because I know I just did this and I hate that, and God, what a dick thing to do on my show. You know, there has to be good reasons for 2 guitar players to play the same thing, and
Right.
I guess it would really matter on what kind of music you're doing.
Or
Yeah, it
style
does.
and
It does
whatever, yeah.
style.
But that brings us back to, like, you do what the song requires. You know, it's a pretty much
Right.
the rule.
But see, in my idea where I hate that is where, in my opinion, where I've been exposed to that, I feel like the people that are showing me that don't know what to do.
Okay,
They don't
well let's
know
look
any
at a
better.
different. Let's look at a different style then, right? Not. I mean, one of my personal, where I got a lot of my personal preferences from was a band called Death Cab for Cutie.
Okay.
Their early stuff.
You like them.
I do.
Their early stuff. They do a lot of this.
Yeah,
No, they just do. They do a lot of that really kind of arpeggiated stuff. That's where I love that kind of stuff. But look at it this way, right? So as a guitar player, now you have an A minor chord. You can play A minor, which you can do all the way up the neck, right? But now you can play it passing. You know E minor works. So I go. You're just playing A minor
Yeah.
over it, so it's a different. Do something funky, I guess.
Something funky?
Funk,
Sure.
Funk it out.
So you can just take that one chord, the E minor, right, that you find on the top of the extension of an A minor.
I went ahead and chose a Funk 9 swung.
Sounds good.
Let's see.
And what key are we doing?
Same two chords.
Same chords. So maybe minor.
There. You got E minor there, right? So it passes through.
That's good.
F. Whatever.
Yeah.
Point.
That was rad.
Whatever that was.
That was rad.
But that's nonsense.
Ah.
The point is this, I guess. Instead of just doing something random, right? You know, say it's a funk groove. Why does that work?
How does it work?
Why does it work?
Why does it work? Well,
Because it's taking the A minor chord and using the top parts that are already part of it, the extensions, right? The 7th,
and the 5,
and the 5, 7, 9.
the
yeah,
5,
so-
7, 9, which is a
Dragging a
wonderful
few beats.
anecdote.
Right, but then you're not just doing some random thing. It's actually acceptable, and it works. That's sort of where I always.
That's really clever. It's a very sophisticated thing. You have 2 chords.
Right.
You're modifying the 1 chord melodically and rhythmically.
Right.
And then you get to showcase the 6 almost in unison.
And you also
Some-
have another tool if you're going to solo. So you know that you have these notes as options.
super melodic stuff.
It's just A minor and E minor.
Yeah, I know it's so simple, but your moves are it's good. It's
Right.
really-
It just that's sort of.
I like how you think that's just normal,
No, I don't
customary.
think it's- I don't think it's
should
normal.
be, but well,
We've all spent a lot of time working. I mean, anybody that hasn't, if you work through the cage system, you know what that is.
yeah, absolutely.
Anybody that hasn't should.
I
And
flip and
there's plenty
agree.
of stuff online for it. That system alone,
It changes your whole fucking world
Everything.
in 10 minutes,
it's the
actually.
most valuable thing you can do if you want to become a better guitar player.
Agreed.
And I was taught that through, I think, Peter Sprague and Fred Benedetti, who were both kind of came across as I'm like, oh, you mean that's that? And so that's something.
We're
that,
gonna have Fred on.
You're gonna have Fred on here?
Yeah.
Ah, he's great.
Right.
He was,
Did you train?
I did not train under him. I had different teachers, but he was sort of the first person that kind of, I mean, in a way he was a teacher, but I didn't really do a lot of private stuff with him. I took a lot of his classes, and he
Well, I mean that constitutes.
well, he taught me a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you take the classic guitar?
I never took that.
Okay.
I was already doing
like Theory
stuff.
1 and Theory 2.
I did the theory stuff with him, and then I did his guitar ensemble before I went to college, or
Yeah.
went to my actual college. But yeah, I mean, he's great.
Yeah. Agreed.
Yeah, he's a monster. But yeah, that man's good. Or go to his class and go to his classes.
Yes.
He still teaches.
Do you excuse me. How are we looking on comments? Is anyone inquiring anything about Daniel Crawford? Does anything?
that are not my friends being.
And
Yeah, you know.
well, I
early
really
on-
like everything that Daniel's saying. Yeah. Okay. Thank you,
Ariel
Dave.
says, Daniel,
oh God.
try not to look too enthusiastic.
Oh, really? I think you
Early
did
on.
great.
It was early
He's
on.
been laughing all night, Ariel.
Go sell a car, dude.
Yeah, we should get another jam going.
Yeah, let's get a jam going. You know what? This dude over here plays 11 gauge. I want to hook him up some of our Kurt Bacon strings
Let's
right
do
now.
that.
Is it okay if I give you a couple
Yeah, I'll
things?
take some.
No, please.
I need them. I have 2 gigs on Saturday, so
Please don't give me anything.
change my strings.
So these are compliments. This is just a little bit of
our-
stuff from Mad Hatter, just stickers and
Cool.
picks. We got some stickers, and these are 11
Sweet.
gauge strings.
Sweet.
Please use them and enjoy.
I will. I'll use them in 2 days.
Great. Very, very
Let you
cool.
know how they go.
Yeah.
Yeah, you play 11
I
gauge.
do play 11s.
That's good man. Good man.
It's called being a man.
Do you play? I've heard through the. Yes, it is.
Kidding. It's a
No,
preference.
he's not kidding. By the way, there's a slide here, a couple slides here in case you. But that's Jackson's guitar. You
I
probably
do
don't.
not like to play slide guitar.
You don't.
I hate playing slide guitar.
Okay, but what about?
I play lap steel.
But so that's
I'll
a
play lap
different.
steel.
That's a different vibe.
It's a different instrument.
Yeah.
It's a different
Ask
instrument.
anybody that if there's a slide solo at a gig, I'm like, it's all you. I really don't like to play it.
I gotcha.
I don't know why. I've never practiced it. I just don't like it. It feels weird to me.
Really?
I don't know. I just don't like doing it.
Yeah. No,
'Cause
I
I'm not
understand.
good at it.
Yeah. When I do it, I use actually
can
big
get lucky.
lighters.
Right. I play
Because
lap steel though, which is different because it's raised off.
Yeah.
I'm
So
gonna go ahead and
Yeah, let's go.
I'm gonna try.
you can play some slide.
I'm gonna do a
I
little-
can try. It's embarrassing.
Yeah, right.
Well, and I think you can play.
Well, the action's not.
Is that a
The
slide or
axe, that's the
marital
biggest
aid? I still
problem.
can't figure it out.
Action's too low.
Yeah.
God, I watched a Sonny Landreth video, and his god darn technique with the pinky and
Yeah,
then
there's a lot going on. Yeah.
using his capo, his licks back here.
Yeah, it's
that
crazy.
is so rad. And he's like totally humble. He's like, yeah, you know, you could just totally just do it like this.
Yeah,
And
you're like, it's just like that, huh? Gotcha.
I'm like, yeah. I'm like, that's
I always
why.
had a slide guitar player in one of my main bands, and so I let him do that, and I played the lap steel, which is a completely different instrument.
Yeah, absolutely.
The slide's totally different too.
Yeah, our buddy plays
It's a bar, so you
lap.
hold it.
Oh, Steve Moore?
Steve,
Yeah, he's good at that. He likes using the Nemesis delay.
I guess people don't like watching. We talking too much? Should we play some music? Is that
We
what
should
needs
play
to
some
happen?
much. You guys want to
I'm
hear
not
some?
watching.
You guys want to hear some stuff? We were on Funk 9. You want to do another Funk number?
I don't. Sure. I don't-
Yeah. I mean, how about let's do something really avant-garde. That we got Latin
I'm
marching,
good with that. Let's
odd
get
time,
weird.
Latin odd time.
pop.
Latin pop.
No, well, I don't know. There's just pop. There's this kind of like there's this anticipated one. It's kind of cool. It's kind of like
Let's try that.
it's a pretty funky.
All right.
So
Let's do a different key. 'Cause
Yeah,
let's
please.
do a
mine's
different
little
key.
old.
Yeah, A minor is so. I think you hear A minor out of the. It's
Pretty guitar-y.
It's very guitar-y. You think like you want to do like a strange like the B flat or the key of F,
E flat.
G minor.
We were doing that earlier. Let's do that. That's a nice one.
After you.
Okay, that's fine.
That was cool. That was rad.
It's some fun stuff in there.
Great jams, great time. Daniel Crawford, everybody. He's here. What's the name of some of your bands?
Oh, jeez. I was in a band called Blackout Party. I suppose we're taking a permanent hiatus.
Oh,
The
yeah?
appropriate way to say it. I play a bass for a band called The Nervous Records.
Do you really? You're in that
I've been doing
band?
that for a long time.
I didn't know that.
A lot of my other stuff's really one-off stuff. I play with Christian Taylor and the Rhythm Makers currently, all over the place, different seats, depending on what he has. I do a lot of cover gigs.
Yes, you do.
A lot of cover gigs.
Do you have any cover gigs coming up?
The first Friday of every month, we do a 90s kind of hip-hop thing at Park and Rec with the Big Lewinsky. That's
Wow,
what it's
cool.
called. That's kind of fun.
The Big Lewinsky. Who do we know?
Ben
that's in that?
Zinn.
It's Ben Zinn's band.
Ben Zinn, and then...
Do you play guitar?
I play bass in that one.
Okay. Do you play? Do you need any effects when you're doing funk and groove like that? Do you need like a Mutron or a Qtron?
I'm sure people do that. I do not.
You just play, just plug in.
I just play. Well, a lot of it's, we do a lot of that to tracks, so there's a lot of that stuff in there already. There's a lot, because it's a lot of hip-hop stuff.
Oh, okay.
All the alternative stuff, we don't use tracks, but the hip-hop stuff, I could probably not play.
Sounds
and,
fun.
And be fine. It's the same thing over and over.
I like that venue.
It's fun to play.
They used to have that really cool cheeseburger place inside.
Oh, that
it.
place was good.
Royale with cheese.
Yeah.
Yes, they were really, really great people. We miss y'all.
What else is coming up? I'm doing a set at Sycamore Den for Adams Avenue Street Fair. I'm doing my own original stuff
Cool.
on Sunday.
And is that a
afternoon.
power trio?
It's either trio or quartet, depending.
And that's this Sunday?
No, it'll be on October 1st.
Okay.
That's the next sort of thing where I'm doing my own music.
I'm gonna go to that.
There's a lot. It's all over the map. I mean,
You know why I love that place? They have the best, my favorite old fashioned.
they do. Yeah, I like that place too. I drink there enough.
You know, I saw a picture of you playing guitar and singing, and you had a bass player and a drummer. And
Right.
is it that band?
Probably.
And what is that band called?
It's just me, Daniel Crawford.
Daniel Crawford.
Yeah.
Daniel Crawford and the Illusion.
It's Daniel Crawford and the Unkind Ravens, actually.
That's good. The Unkind Ravens.
Yeah, well, a group of ravens is called an unkindness of ravens.
Yeah.
Is it?
I don't know why we decided on that. We had to figure out
Well,
a name one point.
That's
Well, it's a murder of
That's-
crows.
Murder of Crows and Unkindness of
Unkind.
Ravens.
So
I
there's
like
something with
that.
the.
That's Jackson Price too. He's a
Yeah.
bird freak.
Oh.
So we needed a band name, and that's what we came across.
You know, I'm hoping Jackson comes on the show. I'm kind of hoping, since you were here, maybe he'll
push
come on
him.
now. And he
was
also lives
talking
like right
about
there.
it. He's
Was
like,
he?
I feel really bad. I really want to do it.
Oh, don't. He shouldn't feel
He
bad.
should feel bad.
He should feel
He
bad?
should definitely feel bad.
Jackson,
Feel bad.
I'm going to call you tomorrow. I'm going to book you in November,
I know where
buddy.
he lives. I'll tell you. His house is down the street.
I've TP'd his apartment before.
Why?
Well, because he TP'd mine.
Jackson did?
I'm just lying.
Yeah.
I'm just lying. I'm just lying.
I wish.
Are you-
Can
Just
you
give him a
act
hot
like-
foot.
Are you a little underwhelmed with my jokes?
No, it's good. They're good.
They're good?
We also act like we're in high school. It's okay.
It's good.
It's all right.
Well, we're gonna close out the show. I really appreciate you coming
It was
on.
fun.
I think you're cool. You're very, very talented, and you're
Thank
very
you. Appreciate
influential.
it.
I really
Great
liked
show.
your guitar lesson. Honestly, that affected me. I'm not very impressed or moved by a lot of people, and you pushed that button tonight. So thank you. On the whole, add 9.
Yeah.
That was a great
Well,
conversation.
I hope it helps people. Just
And I really hope that you guys benefited from that too, because it is Theory Thursday. We are guitar-centric. I like to lean on the side of things where let's be more music theory as opposed to guitar theory, because it is different, guys. So if you have comments and you want to debate or have anything,
the debates.
yes, feel free.
Aw.
Inquire about Daniel. He's busy. He's
boy.
one of the busiest musicians here in town. And if you have have any thoughts for him as far as guitar lessons, bass, or mixing, feel free to leave a comment throughout the week. Whether it's Dave, Jason, or myself, we'll facilitate it, and then I'll give Daniel a text, be like, "Hey, check the darn feed, man. Answer these people."
Yeah.
So we're here for you. We love you. We'll see you next week with Troy Cook, guitar player of Survival.
I don't think that's the name
No,
of the band.
it's not shit. What's the name of Troy Cook's band? Ready, Set, Survive. Did I get that right?
I don't
It's
think
all right.
so.
It's
We'll talk about it when he's here.
Ready, Set, Survive. Troy Cook. We'll see you next week. Oh,
Yeah,
keep
guys,
playing that.
thanks for watching. And also, like, again, just
I don't know, something like
please go to our YouTube channel. I'll put it in the links again, and also put up Daniel's page in the links. Let's thank our
finish my beer.
sponsors.
The Scientist by
Singular
Coldplay.
Sound Beat Buddy, Mad Hatter Guitar Products, Kurt Mangan
Is
Strings,
that what that beat is?
and Guitar Tune Up
I know.
San Diego,
that. Yeah,
and
I know that. Well,
SWR Video Productions.
Thank you, Dave.
All right, guys. We're
Yes,
we're
and
closing this out.
keep in mind the word of the day. It was 2 episodes ago.
Gotta watch episode 23.
What was the word of the day so you can win a
Mr.
Beat
Beat
Buddy?
Yeah, we're gonna be announcing that on the episode 27, which is in what, 2?
Yeah, in 2 weeks.
2 weeks, and then we're going to be drawing on episode 28. So just so you keep that in mind, guys. Keep watching.
All right. I'm going to close the show out. I chose The Scientist by Coldplay, 74 BPM.
I'll play the damn song.
Really?
We'll do it in the style of.
Good. Here we go. Again,
I think it's this one.
I don't know this.
Daniel Crawford, thank you for being on Theory
You
Thursday.
have to solo over though.
Fine, I'll solo.
Easier.
That's it.
Oh man,
It's
it is
almost
that
easier.
song.
It is. It's this one. We'll do it.
Don't I have to go like...
Yeah, let's do that. It's beautiful. That's it, right?
I don't know it.
I don't know the song. Good call. I mean, we don't know. I don't know the song. Let's do it minor. Minor's way better.
Let's do it. I want to do one of those.
Wanna do one?
It's like almost.
Two steps.
Let's do this. Wrong key. Mine sounds very out of tune. I don't know. Hang on me. Hang on
You will
me.
tremend it out
Hang
of
on
me.
me. You can almost get it half. Yeah, that's pretty far. That sounds very out of tune. Oh, who would watch us do that? That's great.
We love you, Coldplay.
Yeah, that was the yellow in the style of the scientist minor.
It was
It was.
almost, it's still going.
Oh,
It's
really?
like
We're still
singing
going
sing-
live?
No, we're
Oh, okay.